Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Russ here, back from MBR Starcast with some live League of Legends gameplay for you guys today, playing the beast that is Nasus in the top lane. Looks like we're going to be coming against the mighty Dr. Mundo. It's been a while since I actually last seen anyone play Dr. Mundo. He's a champion that I've only probably played once or twice in the top lane, never been someone who's appealed to me too much, and he was really being played a lot on the pro scene, but seems to have dropped off now, and I don't really watch as many pro games as I necessarily did before I went to Thailand. But I've seen a few, and mainly at Shyvana, Trundle. Seen really two. Jax actually is pretty big on the scene at the moment. I was really enjoying the Jax, but really kind of been getting back into Nasus at the moment. Whilst I try and get my game, I don't know, my head back in the game, my whole gameplay style. I'm not sure. Just getting the general feeling for League again. You know, feeling comfortable when playing it. I think Nasus is the perfect champion for me to do that. Get my map awareness up, and through that, hopefully bring me back to the player that I can be, or I used to be, and you have better knowledge. You know, so the thing is, my knowledge has certainly grown on League of Legends, but I think my play has dropped a little bit because I just don't have enough game time on League, and I think it is important to be constantly playing it to stay at the sort of highest level. You know, if I don't play it for a couple of days, I'm rusty and I do silly things, and you know, I've been in the case where I've been fighting here and someone on my team's been fighting here and I've not even realised and I've not moved. And it's stuff like that, and you know, little things like that makes a big difference. But against Mundo, we shouldn't really have too much issue. Lisa in jungle is going to be quite strong, so we'll try and play safe and hope Mundo pushes. Elise mid, which is, well no, maybe it's Elise support actually. Yeah, Elise support. It's interesting. I like it. You know, I think Elise support was quite big. Was it season 3? I think it would have been. She wouldn't have been actually out in season 2, I don't believe. So, but yeah, I tried Elise support a couple of times and I quite enjoyed it. I don't know how good it is these days, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So that's all good. Mundo has gone for his ruby crystal, so we'll see. We're not really gonna do anything to Mundo because Mundo goes where he pleases, and I'm just Nasus and I can't really do much. Nami actually, oh motherfucker! There's always got to be one, isn't there? That devastating moment when you just see that minion you wanted to queue just die in front of you, and then it just goes. Quite a bit of damage he's putting down. He has her on TP, so there's no ignite potential. Mundo, I think he is gold. No, the only diamond on their team's Lucian. No, oh god, Lucian. Should be paying attention to the flipping minions, not about who's diamond or whatnot. We have Lisa's diamond on our team, so at least we have a diamond. I think some are planned. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Need to get my head in the game. Oh my god. Minions, OP. Oh, the minions. Oh, she's gone for the flash. That was all pretty crazy. Oh shit. We had to flash to secure that. I don't think, had I not flashed, I don't think we would actually have picked up the first blood. I don't want her to push this whilst I'm gone though. If she pushes, it's going to be really annoying because this is where I can TP back and get a lot out of this, but she's pushing. Which is so annoying because I'm going to lose a lot out of it because of that. This is a nice minion, you know, she's just pushing it and there's no need to push it because it's going to fucking unfreeze itself. Here's a good position actually to get burn my TP, but it was important to burn the TP for that because I just took so much damage from Mundo. It was a good job to Elise, you know, she made a nice gank happen. Fucking you only got to ping once, I'm not fucking retarded. We should actually get him here. I probably won't actually get the kill for this, but those diamond plays, eh? Good job to Elise. It would have been nice to get the kill, but at the end of the day, these minions. At the end of the day, to be honest, I was never really in a position to get the kill because of just his speed over me. I just never got there to close the gap, especially with my flash down, but that was a really nice play by Elise. She knew that he was pushing quite hard. I think he even dropped it down, because by the sounds of things she was clearing a ward with her sweeper then. Oh, that's not going to get that. That's annoying. So yeah, good job to Elise, nice counter gank. He was just pushing too hard and we were able to save my wither long enough. If I burnt my wither so soon, then it had been wasted and we might not have actually killed him. So holding on to my wither for so long was a good thing. It paid off. And it leaves me with a bit of CS lead. I missed quite a few minions just because, you know, I'm a bit rusty and not got into the game straight away yet. I'm actually going to back here purely as there's nothing I can do at the moment with a wave like that. May as well back, and I don't know, I can't really actually buy anything, to be honest. At the same time, there's nothing I can do whilst being in lane. The wave's just pushing against me. At least now when I kind of come with the wave and kind of come back. He'll probably actually catch up in CS now because of this. My farm's relatively bad. There you go. Nidlee's farming quite well. Against, who's Nidlee against Ziggs? Interesting. It's good that Nidlee's actually out farming a Ziggs. That's really important early game. Once she gets into her Koga form, it's going to be a lot easier for her to farm. And now the wave's starting to kind of go against him a little bit. We missed some minions, but it's cool. As long as we can actually get one Q, oh yes, GG. So, the problem is just the cooldown on your Q. That's what's cost me some minions. Like you saw earlier, I tried to Q a minion and it died, and then I was literally mid-auto attack to kill that minion, but because it died, it meant that I then Q'd another minion and I just waited that Q and fucks up all the minions and blah blah blah. We need to get some magic resistance behind me, this way it's going to turn so much damage. I'm pretty sure Mundo, if I'm correct. I haven't seen Mundo for such a while. I'm really kind of not used to going against him as much. I'm actually going to risk it. I should be able to Q the big one still, yeah, that's cool. Happy days. It's going against me now. And Elise, I don't know, I thought she might have been looking to come top, but looks like Lee Sin has cut her off on the tracks. At the end of the day, I'm just kind of happy with the way it is at the moment, because I just want to farm really. You know, if Elise comes, sure we might be able to kill him, but most likely she's going to get the kill, and well, it helps her out I guess, and puts Mundo behind, but I'd rather just, like that, and that's so annoying, like that minion died, and because of it I queued the minion I didn't want to queue, and painful process there. So I don't know, we'll see. Who's it? Oh, Elise, what? They have an, oh yeah, they have Elise support, didn't they? I was like, they have Elise in jungle. I couldn't work out where the fuck Elise come from. And dog's going crazy. If he knocks my Wi-Fi cable right now, Wi-Fi cable, my fucking internet cable, I guess you should call it. Whatever, I don't know. I'd be pissed off if I just see game disconnecting right now. Fucking dogs. Anyway, the wave's pushing against me now because just with my Q there's so much damage, and the turret pushed against the wave and blah 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 and blah blah blah. So blah 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 blah. I may just try and roam mid. Whoa, Elise actually made that. Did he know Elise? Oh, if he knew Elise was there or what? Good job. To be honest, we're not actually going to make anything happen here now. I was only just coming down, just like hold mid. Just see if we can pick up anything on Lee Sin, but it's cool. Get some Q stacks here, so I kind of like, I didn't come out, that wasn't my plan, was actually to come here. The only reason I come here was because I couldn't do anything top and I couldn't be asked to recall at this point in time. At least I get some Q stacks from it as well. Could have left a little one, but at the end of the day that's 4 Q stacks, so might be able to make something happen here. We get my little cheeky Wyvern for the assist. Mundo now pushes the lane. We might lose some minions here. I spent a lot longer time than I planned to originally actually in bottom. So because of that, I'm probably actually going to lose this whole wave to the turret, or the majority of the wave, and it's going to push back up in his favour. Which is a bit annoying, but CS-wise we're still a level. That's so it's a bit of a pain, but there you go. At the end of the day, I hadn't planned to be in mid for his, or in that. So took the Q stack, took the Q off me, but didn't flipping give me a stack or any money. It's cool. That was definitely worth it. You know, we get the assist, help mid out, and blah blah blah. So it's cool. You get some Q stacks out of that. You know, you get double the Q stacks for killing the big rate as well. So it's cool. Oh my god, these fucking minions. Nami has a new skin. I haven't actually had the chance to properly look at it yet. I'm going to soon probably look to maybe make a TP player happen a bot. I'm just not strong enough to do that yet with the items I currently hold. Just have no items really, that's the biggest problem. And not enough Q stacks either. Really, to make a decent TP player you want about 200 Q stacks, and I'm just not got to that area yet because I missed a few minions and my Q's not at max level yet and blah blah blah. Lee Sin is actually mid, but I'll just drop a ward there still, at least it'll give us some idea of what he's up to. So we could have, like I say, left a little Wraith at his thing, but at the end of the day, it would, you know, leaving a little Wraith, sure, it slows him down a little bit, but it's an extra 3 stacks for me. So It's all good. It's just the lane's just pushing against me all the time at the moment. Which is the kind of issue I'm having. Mundo's not being really aggressive, and I guess it's where I'm queuing minions at 2, not like, should be maybe letting them have less HP, it's just causing them an issue. But we know Lee Sin's mid, so I'm happy to actually push like this. Lee Sin being on the ward, because we have good ward coverage, means that I can just kind of like sit here and be like, whatever. But now Lee Sin's missing, that's an issue. Could be a big issue, because he could come from the back of me, because of how hard I'm actually pushing right now. With the slows from Mundo, kickback from Lee Sin, it would be pretty dangerous because I'm not running any armor at the moment. So let's see, this Lee Sin's doing pretty well, you know. She's Lee Sin's still actually getting that, so that's cool. You know, we can stay top. Push at the end of the day, you know, I could be doing damage to Mundo, but what do? I waste my mana on it on him for what reason? You know, just get Q stacks for free. I actually kill him here. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Oh. Surely. I didn't think I was actually going to get him with that flash then. That was kind of like I guess an angry flash from me. I was like, fuck, look how low he is. And just not have, that's why you really want to fight them when you have 200 Q stacks, because it makes a big difference. I might actually even die for my troubles here. Yeah, I'm dead. I couldn't do anything really. It was, I can't really juke without boots, and when you're slowed in the first place, that was greedy from me, I guess, to stay. I just didn't really, you know, I guess I kind of was a bit disrespectful of his damage that he could kind of put out. Cleaver damage 1,422. That's crazy. Those minions, look at them, they did 600 damage to me in total. Like, what the fuck's that about? AP minions or what? I'm actually going to burn my TP here. I was like going to save a bot, but at the same time, because I've had to go for a Spirit's Visage, I'm going to miss out on that Sheen at the moment, and I think that might be like issue. Or not necessarily an issue, but I'm not going to be that strong if I was to come bot. You know, my Wither and everything, to be honest, I would be quite successful if there was only 2 of them, but I just kind of want to farm top a little bit more because I just don't feel strong enough. So yeah, greedy by me to burn my. I should have never. Whoa, that was annoying. I should have never burnt my flash to kill Mundo because I knew I wasn't going to kill him. It was more of like, let's just hope, even though I didn't really, you know, hope's not the way to do it. Now he has a Sunfire Keepers. Once he has his W on, that damage he's going to be doing to me per second's going to be quite scary. Not necessarily too scary, but something to worry about. So it's cool, you know. I'm happy in this lane. It was just a dumb death for me to give away. You know, I was greedy, burnt my flash, and I didn't mean to do that. That was really nice. Didn't mean to auto attack him either. Fuck off. Let me attack the minions. But we hold a CS lead, and that's the most important thing. Sure, he has a kill, but the problem is Mundo can have such an effect of, you know, even though he doesn't necessarily have the damage I have, but just his tankiness through his ultimates and real. Especially if we don't have an ignite, which we don't have an ignite, so. Let's see. I don't know. I might go for a Triforce this game instead of my Iceborne, purely so that I can do more damage to Mundo. The Iceborne would be nice, and the slows and shit, so I do really love the slow, but I don't know. At least if I had the Triforce, I feel I could actually do more damage to Mundo, because at the moment he's going to become quite a bit of a pain. It's just his fucking ultimate, but then to be honest, from my ultimate I gain quite a bit of HP. I think I could beat him in a 1v1. It's just, I don't know, it's just Mundo. I just don't have enough Q stacks, that's the problem. We're just kind of buying up time for that moment. Let's see. Don't really, well, it'd be nice if at least say Ness did come gank, but at the end of the day I much prefer her to be doing stuff over the board because, you know, there is no kill threat from Mundo, only when I make a mistake, like the mistake of me being too aggressive and trying to kill him and then dying for my troubles, so. It was a good job to him and there was nothing really I could do. Once I was that low without enough flash, it was just can I juke out his Qs, which I couldn't, and that's why I had to run back into the bush, and at that point I would have still been fucked anyway, so. Like without that Sheen, I just don't have that damage to him. That's what I'm kind of missing. It's the thing. Once you go when you go against an AP laner, it's really annoying as a Nasus because you miss out on that Sheen. Say if it was an AD laner, I can just go for that Iceborne Gauntlet, which is really nice because you get the armor as well, and it's just a big item with that Sheen proc in there. So Again, for the Spiritual Charge, which you really need to do against Mundo, just really means that I don't have that more damage what I can kind of do, you know. But it's more when you hit the 20-minute mark, that's where you start to come OP. And I can afford my Sheen. Oh, that's nice. I can afford my Sheen now. We have a good CS, almost 20 lead over Mundo, so it kind of makes up for that kill. And at the end of the day, I'd much rather have CS than a kill anyway. But, whoops. Or Q stacks. But it was just a dumb kill for me to give away, just me being greedy, and should have just kind of walked away after I had flashed. Just kind of overestimate my own damage. But Elisa's coming, so maybe we can make something happen in that sense. Try and make him think about the possibilities of a gank. We'll see what he decides to do. Problem is the lane's not going against us, and he's playing really safe. Run this? What the fuck did she mean run this? I just want to fucking kill this. Oh, that fucking flash. Oh, the slows, oh, the flashes. I went to flash onto Mundo and then he flashed. I can't believe that. Chances, eh? That kind of sucked. Oh well. What can you do? It was a good kind of turnaround, I guess. Can we actually get a kill? Finally. Happy days. Good job to Elise. Why the fuck am I getting pinged to go back? What the fuck she... Oh shit. Whoa. Whoops. I didn't realise that... I didn't realise the turret was attacking me. I was like, just like, why the fuck is she pinging me for? And then, yeah. I couldn't understand why she was pinging me. I didn't realise the turret... I did not even realise that then at all. And then by the time I realised it was too late, and because the turret would have obviously been attacking me, 2,114 damage it did to me. I did do so much damage, I didn't even have that much fucking health. Oh, that was bad. Yeah. Oh wow, that was a bit of a dumb death to give away to Mundo for no reason, but there you go. Mistakes were made, I guess you could say. I'm going for Boots of Swiftness. I'm going for a bit of a kind of more funny build. Not funny in the sense of like it's a bad, I don't know way to describe it. More in the fun in the sense of that it's going to be fun to kind of play, I guess you could say. But it might cost me a little bit because it'd be really nice to go for the tenacity boots against his slows and shit and everything. But at the same time, I kind of wish I could have TP'd in. If I TP'd straight away when I first saw it, instead of kind of thinking about it, I could have maybe made something happen. But with Boots of Swiftness, plus once I get my Triforce, that's going to make me really fast. But it might not be necessarily the right build, because it might not make me tanky enough. That's my main kind of issue behind it. You know, you have a nice amount of damage going this way and speed, but will it make me tanky enough? That's the question. So we'll see. Just really annoyed that I gave, or both deaths to Mundo have been avoidable, especially that last one. But at the end of the day, we're still stacking really hard, which is the most important thing. But to be given away, especially a death like my last one, it's just really dumb. But there you go. Not to worry, hey. We got to kind of be careful because we don't know where actually anyone is at the moment. And you see Lee Sin's kind of hovering about, so might be able to. He went on him. I didn't really want to go with it because Ziggs was there anyway. So I didn't want to kind of get cornered by Mundo coming over either, so it's kind of cool. Nidley's got to be really careful. Someone's calling me on Skype, which is annoying. Go away, oh Nidley. Nidley. We got the wither off, so she, never mind. The fact that he landed the Q was GG. Once he landed the Q, we were never going to be able to stop him from doing anything on Nidley though. And I really have to cancel this Skype call as well. It's really annoying. It's hectic. Oh, there's Nami. That ball looks pretty cool. I have to really cancel this Skype call. It's really... they gave up anyway. Good fucking noobs. So we'll see. I'm pretty happy. You know, my farm could be a little bit better, but it's actually the highest of my team. What the fuck? That's not how that worked out, but there you go. I'm Nasus out of farming anyone on my team. It's just really kind of bad. The fact that I'm out of farming anyone, especially when my CS has been bad. Like, I've missed a lot, which I shouldn't have done, but blah blah blah. There you go. I just don't know what everyone's doing. Why are they all going crazy? kind of need to go help the team, but I'm kind of just daydreaming a little bit, to be honest. This is a bad thing. I kind of didn't realize the team was doing what they were fucking doing, and then like, I went horribly wrong. I didn't realize the team was fighting. I was just kind of happy farming, and then I don't understand why they were fighting because we were outnumbered. It was a silly fight to make, and then I kind of ran over like at the end, not realizing what had happened. I kind of really should have looked at the map a little bit. So that's things what my main issue at the moment is stuff like that, where I'm just not paying enough attention over the board, and then I react to it too late and do something stupid, like where I just walk into fucking like 5 of them on my own. But it was done for them. They should have never been fighting in that situation anyway, to be honest. It was pretty silly. So we'll see. We can make my TP up top just to stop Mundo from taking the turret. We trade TPs, so nothing lost. But yeah, I just don't know what really happened there. My team should have just never really been fighting that whole situation, I guess. But at the same time, I just reacted to it really late, and by the time I'd reacted to it, it was too late, and I was just an easy kill. And that's the problem I feel. Without that Iceborne Gauntlet, I miss that kind of armor at the moment, but I don't know. We'll see. Build like a Frozen Heart or something that can kind of make up for that. Or Randiums, either one's reasonably good. Or both. Why not have both, eh? So we're looking alright. Mundo, you know, we do have a 30 CS lead over him, which is good. Obviously he has his Sunfire, which is a little bit annoying, but at the same time, I'm not really too fussed because my lifesteal kind of gets the HP back. I just need my Triforce, and that's then going to allow me just to duel with him freely. But without that, I can't really kind of like, I can kind of duel with him, but I just won't kill him, so I just don't really see the flipping point. I'd rather just like let him do the damage to me and I just farm. So 400 stacks now, looking strong. But again, it could be higher, but at the end of the day, it's there and it's only going to get higher, so that's the most important thing. So we'll see. Just a bit annoyed about that last bit there because, well, died for no reason really, and maybe I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention really. I just didn't expect them to do what they did, and then by the time I reacted, it was all just too late. Just try and bait and niddly. We should get an easy kill here. Lee Sin come, because Lee Sin, oh, it was a good flash from Mundo, but because Lee Sin come, that just really annihilated all kill potential then. With that speed up of his, it makes it so hard to me to make the most out of my Wither, which kind of makes me feel like the Iceborne Gauntlet wouldn't be a terrible idea, but that's why I kind of went for the Boots of Swiftness, and I feel with the Triforce, you know, it's going to give me that additional speed, but let's see. I might actually stay around here just because I think Mundo may push the lane. Let him push. Because I don't want to lose the turret. We could actually try and close down on Lucian here though. Even though I think Nidley should easily kill him. We'll just cycle back up to the top. Whoa, Lucian actually killed what? I thought it was them killing Lucian, and I realised that Lucian actually killed one of them. What the fuck? So we want to chuck my E down here just because I want to make sure that they don't dive me. Without my ultimate, there's potential they could dive me, and Mundo's is going to come up a lot quicker than what mine will do. Let's see if Elise might try and come from behind. There she is. I think Nidley's even realised, has she? Kind of happy just farming, to be honest. I just want my Q stacks. They just cycled around. Maybe if I had reacted to that, but I knew it was going on that time, but I was just more interested in my Q stacks, really. Nice spear shot. How's Draven looking? 7-6. Got some magic resistance in there. I guess he's struggling against the least, maybe. I think that was just my ultimate like going off, just me pressing R, just fucked that shit up. Fucking, oh my god, oh my god. I was going to flash over the wall and then I was like, I don't think I'm actually going to make the flash. So I decided not to, and then because of that I was running towards their AD carry. I'm being a bit too undecisive this game, I think. Well, that's one of the kind of things I think. Maybe if I'm playing a lot more League of Legends and feel more confident myself, I would have like flashed over that to kill Elise. Even though she's a support, it probably wouldn't have been worth it, to be honest. But that was like all I could think she was going to do. But then she probably could have... it's not important. Anyway, we get the turret, which is in the inhib, which is the most important thing. My TP is actually up, so I could TP bot to save the day and get all that lovely farm. Make sure none gets lost to the turret. I would have done a lot of damage to the turret, to be honest, had I not have TP'd down in time. Damage it's doing to me. OP minions. Draven's probably like, no, why Nasus? That's a lot of farm down here. But it's going to go down to the Nasus fund. Everyone loves Nasus charity. You want to be donating to that as much as you can, guys. It's just going to allow me to get really strong and some nice items off this now. A bit worried that everyone's hovering around Baron at the moment. They potentially could do Baron because they know that my ult's actually, my TP's down. And especially if they kill Elise. Which looks to be the case, but by the time I get over there, it's just going to be too late. I just want to farm, that's all I want to do. Look at all these minions. I don't know how many stacks I've actually generated off this. Quite a lot, I'd say. Last time I looked, I was on 402, so we're now up to 510. We must have got a good 60 stacks, probably more out of all that then. And they're not doing Baron, so that's cool. And I can now back and I get my Triforce as well, and probably something like a Giant's Bow or something. That'll tank me up really nicely. The Q stacks I've got off of this is just crazy. This, you know, now that when I actually join the fight, the main issue I'm having at the moment is I'm a little bit squishy, just because I haven't really picked up any items, but you can kind of see the fact that I have so much gold in my bank. Once I finally decide to back, it's going to be OP, and that does actually give me the highest CS in the game now, so yay, go me. There was a lot of minions to collect there, that was definitely worth the TP. And there's only 3 minutes left in that, which is not the end of the world. Let's be back up before we know it. Pretty much drained for all my mana, taking all them up. That's got to be 100 stacks I reckon I've got now out of that whole lane. Probably more. I might just push one more wave just because I'm here, and it's a nice push, but I really need to, it's not so much the health or anything. Oh, I need to back for the items, but it's mana as well. I'm just completely drained out. It's taken a lot to clear that wave. Could rotate to, I think they're probably on dragon. That's what I was. I just imagine they've taken it already. Whereas I have no flipping. Oh, that ward. I've not seen that ward before. That must have been like a Chinese New Year ward, I guess. I really need to back, but the team want to fight. They'd be like, "Why are you backing Nasus?" But I have 0 mana. If I pop my ultimate, that's all my mana gone and just instantly. So there's nothing really I can kind of do. I feel I'm just better off actually backing. I'm gonna buy home guards as well, fuck it. If they actually ever go off. Fuck. Waste of money that was. But this is the problem where the team now fight and I'm not there. Especially where I'm going top as well, because I want to push that top wave. They might actually clear up, fair enough. Job to Elise. Can she do it? She got the double kill. At least did she die for her troubles there. The thing is, I just can't be asked to walk all the way up there with all that farm, so they're probably like, oh, why Nasus, why? But at the end of the day, with them dead as it is, I'm best off just staying where I am now. We get some nice farm off of this. So we'll see. It's cool. By the time my TP up be up next time, and I can group up with the team because I've got the items I want now. And this is why I love the Triforce. I was such a big fan of the Iceborne Gauntlet. I don't think there's many videos. I'm not sure. I know I made a Nasus video last night, and I don't know if I actually bought the Triforce and that. I can't remember. But there's not many times that I've actually bought the Triforce on them. This season anyway. I've really been just a massive fan of the Iceborne Gauntlet since that comes out. Just the slow, I think it's really nice, but the movement speed you get from this, the little actives, plus if you have Boots of Swiftness, is really OP. The kind of thing you do lose is that armor that's nice to gain from having the Iceborne. And it's slow, plus the slow, it slows down the enemy, so your targets can have it, whilst the speed's only a buff for me, so there you go. But it's cool, we're looking pretty damn fierce now. 624 Q stacks, I'm ready to fight. I'm going to be a lot more effective than what Mundo's going to be anyway, so got to be a bit careful. This is the problem here, is I have no armor on me. That's my main issue. You see the damage. Whoa, that was a really good ultimate. That's the problem I have at the moment. Lucian there did so much damage to me. I did about 800 damage in a couple of seconds. He's got a Last Whisper Infinity Edge there, which means he's going to shred through me, because I don't have any. The Last Whisper, I have no armor to. I just have no armor. It's like a really big issue here. I have a shitload of damage, but I just have no fucking armor. It's just like, fuck, you can do it. Oh, motherfucker, let me Q the fucking bitch. But yeah, nevertheless, we had a shitload of damage, and that was the Triforce. I couldn't keep my mouse up with how fast I was going. The camera was just behind me the whole time because of how fast I was going. But yeah, that's the power of the Nasus really there. Even though we didn't have the armor, the damage I was doing was jokes, and I flashed straight onto Lucian just to take him out of the fight. It was a good engage from them, to be honest, where it was, but none of us died just because I was still pretty damn tanky without the armor. And obviously they really shouldn't be focusing me either, you know, they should be going for the carries, and because of that it just means that I live and it's GG. So yeah, 2 really dumb deaths to Mundo, to be honest. Like, the first one was me being greedy, flashing for him, and I know I couldn't get the kill, and then staying for too long and he just beat me. And then the second death I stood in the turret tanking it like a boss, not realising that I was actually tanking it like a boss, and paid for it with my life, unfortunately. But other than that, it was a pretty reasonably good game. You know, the thing against Mundo is it allows me to free farm, and a lot of the time, you know, obviously I spent without the team because I wanted that farm, even though they were fighting a couple of times without me. But it paid off because in that team fight, I just wrecked, and that's what it's all about. It's Nasus just getting 600 Q stacks and just wrecking faces. So hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy and have a great day. Peace.